I said to Emma Lewell-Buck. Emma.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. 45 town deals, 40 represented by Tory MPs. Announcements that saw investment in Teesside, Hartlepool and Middlesbrough, but nothing for areas in the northern part of our region, such as South Shields. It's no coincidence that we have important elections coming up. Yesterday's budget was not a recovery for everyone, just those who happen to have a Tory MP or a Tory mayor. Can we please have an urgent debate on this government's shameful engagement in pork barrel politics?
Leader.
Madam, Mr. Speaker, I mean, really. The reason the money has been allocated where it is because that's where it's needed. And it is worth bearing in mind that a lot of the areas have socialist councils, and it's socialist councils who have let down their areas, which is why they need the money. And it's why these seats are now Tory. A lot of them were socialist not so long ago, and they voted Tory because they were failed by the Labour Party. It's a fair process, a proper process, an honest process, and it's making up for the failures of her party.
Let's go to Dame Dianna Johnson. Dame Dianna.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Hull is the country's fourth most deprived council area. However, for some reason, Hull isn't in the 100 priority areas for the Community Renewal Fund, supposedly based on social and economic factors. And as my honourable friend for South Shields has just highlighted, a disproportionate 40 out of the 45 towns and some cities receiving the £1 billion through the new towns deal have Conservative MPs. And it seems with 3 Labour MPs, Hull is excluded from even being considered. So I'm sure that the Leader of the House will want to avoid the impression of pork barrel politics and the sleaze that led to his party's downfall in the 1990s. So can we please have a debate about the criteria for the allocation of these funds to maximise transparency?
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I was just going to say I refer the right honourable lady to the answer I gave some moments ago, but let me just go back to what I said, because the reason we need this fund is because of the failings of socialism, socialist councils, socialist MPs, letting down their constituents. And this government is putting things right. It is levelling up. And many of the areas that are receiving the money have still socialist councils, but in their wisdom they elected Conservative MPs to get over decades of socialist mismanagement. And that's why the areas in most needs now have Conservative MPs, and let's hope Hull has Conservative MPs too, and then it'll be managed better.